got here.
Hey,
You know what I
Chance,
mean?
what size you wear? That shit.
First of all, I don't want to put my size pause on display right now, but it ain't 14. It's
Hold
well,
up, hold up, hold up, hold up.
it's,
You
it's
have you have a regular man's foot, bro. You can say it.
okay. Yeah, it's well served, but it's a regular man's foot.
Throw the money, designer the drip. Don't got a cap, I'm as real as it get. Bet on myself and I tripled the flip. Came from the streets, I'ma stick to the script. We popping bottles like we went a trip. Rather fill up accounts than empty a clip. 10 on the ground, so I never slip. They love you, they hate you, I'm watching them switch. Switch, 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 switch. They hate you, they love you, I'm watching them switch. Switch.
Yeet. You already know what it is. It's your boy Chance, D Rook in the house. Kenzo the Great. We here. We're gonna make it mad quick. Laker gang. If y'all ain't see the episode, take it a couple episodes ago when we talked about the in-season tournament. I said we would win, and we did. So bring my chip, crown me. Oh, don't know. Oh, should drop the whole mic. Mic drop.
Oh, I'm about to say why you disappeared. That's a little mic drop. That's crazy.
You know about these. What you know about these Kobe, Iverson editions and don't? You know what I mean? You know about
That's
these.
neat.
Shout out
With the
my
black
size
light on it,
14?
pause.
shout out my bro, Rook. You know what I mean? For the birthday present after 18 years, but it finally got here.
Hey,
You know
Chance,
what
what size you wear? That shit.
First of all, I don't want to put my size pause on display right now, but it ain't 14. It's
Hold
well,
up, hold up, hold up, hold up.
It's-
You
it's-
have you have a regular man's foot, bro. You can say it.
okay, yeah, it's well served, but it's a regular man's foot. You know what I mean? But
All right, because that size is the size that sells out when I go to the sneaker store. It's a
Oh,
man.
hey, that's the thing. Again, we still ain't started the episode for real, but hey, again, I ain't a tall dude, and I ain't never was gonna be tall. I was about 4'9" in the 7th grade, and I was like, yeah, I'm definitely not gonna be tall. And when I started, your shoe size, one thing that you could tell how tall you're gonna be. And I was wearing, by the time I was wearing size 8, and I'm trying to buy shoes. And I was a sneakerhead growing up. And I'm seeing like y'all talking like, oh, size 8 is a small shoe, but these shoes selling out. So it can't be that small for everybody wearing them.
exactly.
Yep.
But we ain't gotta get into that.
All right, so let's go.
Man,
Are you going
praise to the king.
I mean,
Can I go?
find arguments.
Oh, yeah.
Arguments for me on that.
Go ahead.
Yo, real quick, KG, who does not like LeBron, because of history and all that stuff, I respect him. I always respect somebody that can acknowledge something that is clear and present. Kevin Garnett said it. New top 5 in the NBA right now, if he's not the best player in the NBA, at 39 years old, 21 seasons in. And yes, it's the first in-season tournament. Everybody's kind of scratching their head if they're not fans of other sports where they see stuff like this and they're like, yo, what's going on? The NBA needed something during the regular season for the players to get up for and be like, yo, let's ratchet up the competitiveness. All right, the Pacers clearly took that memo. New Orleans took that memo up until the semifinals, and I don't know, I guess Zion ate like 3 buffets.
Yeah,
But
them boys went to
LeBron
Vegas. He wasn't ready.
Day one, in Vegas, he went off. For day one, asked D'Lo because he said it. He had them engaged. Yo, there's pride on the line here. This is kind of like street ball a little bit, where we're playing king of the court, and everybody wants to win. The competitiveness came out of the league. Everybody wants to win. Even during the blowouts, when guys was getting upset because they're getting stomped, you can see pride was affected. It made it more intense, and the floors, we'll get into that because that's kind of funny. But this should carry on, and 10 years from now, we're gonna be talking about probably 2 in-season tournaments before the playoffs even start.
Damn, stole that, but yeah, I got a couple things. Piggyback right off. I'm gonna start from backwards forward since you mentioned the Sue thing. Yeah, so people are already talking about we need one of these in like not March because you got March Madness, not February because you got the Super Bowl, but somewhere before playoffs start. Someone's saying because this, you could say if the in-season tournament succeeded or failed, we don't really know yet because there's a lot of different things. First of all, we don't know what the NBA's plan was. If we're talking about like, I don't know if we don't know if sales increased or anything, but I do know they've already coming from a wrestling standpoint. You know, check out the other channel. We know TV ratings pretty important. TV ratings didn't change, but personally, I don't care about none of that stuff. I'm just mentioning it because we mentioned success and failure. But as far as the energy, it felt like a college football, college basketball. Which again, as a person who's a Dolphin Heat fan and a UM fan, problem with UM when you go to a game compared to other colleges, it's not a college stadium. It's not in the campus. It's out there. It's way past where the campus is. If you know the city like I do, it's not. It's where, again, nowhere near it. Literally miles, like 40-minute drive, not traffic. So what you do with the in-season tournament is you creating extra atmosphere between when you look at the court, whether you like it or not. Again, Rook said we can get back to that. Whether you tell, okay, this is a different night. One of the problems I have is why is the home team the only team wearing a in-season tournament jersey? Maybe both teams wear jersey, but again, get back to that. Some of them clash with the floors, but again, you could tell when you look at it, this night is different. So now you see it's different. You as a fan who are at the game and on TV, you engage with it different. And then you got the point differential, which makes it matter as far as the group stages. Because it's not just about beating your opponent, it's about how much you're beating them by. Those points might help you out in the tiebreaker later on. So now you're not just playing, okay, now let's put some respect on it. Now I want to beat the brakes off these fools. How many points are going to let me put up? Because now maybe I can't put up as much points in the next game. So even better, get them while you can. And then you got, yes, I am of the Kobe LeBron side over MJ side of the GOAT debate. But you got people talking about some LeBron James already got some MJ don't got. We ain't got to go there because there was no in-season tournament for him to win. And again, like Rick was saying, in 10 years we're going to talk about like, how many in-season tournaments did dudes get and stuff like that. And if we have like 2 tournaments and dudes racking up some of those, and mind you, then you're going to have conversations like, oh, this dude's only good for the in-season tournament. What happens in the playoffs? Or stuff like that. Now we getting another layer of conversation. Another things to mention the Pacers pretty briefly. People were talking about the Pacers acting like their season over. Well, you got about 40 more games. Now you got to figure out what you're going to do for the rest of the season. What is this a jumping off point? What you going to do when playoffs really come around? Especially this team like the Pacers, a young team. It's actually something to spin off of. Because again, during this time of the season, I watch all sports, so I'm watching the games. But you start to think of it with things like baseball and basketball, especially specifically because their seasons are so long. What are dudes playing for in mid-November? Like when it's not really, it's not a division game. It's somebody you seeing on the other side. I'm not gonna see this person again. Especially the way the NBA season games, you might see a person you only seen twice, like a week apart, and then you won't see him again unless you see him in the finals because they're on the other side, they're on the conference and stuff. The way the scheduling set up is just that's not something they prioritize. So I mean, again, the tournament give you another. You might not see a lot stuff like that. So I think personally, as a fan, I think it was a success. I think we're gonna build on this. There's gonna be some tweaks, some things to change, but definitely, again, I do know I'm probably not a guy this was made for. I was always going to enjoy basketball. Plus, with my soccer background, I'm used to in-season tournaments all the time. But from what I've seen, the casual fan seems to have enjoyed this. Still some confusion, but I think the energy by itself has made it enough to where it's enjoyable.
All right,
I'll piggyback that real quick as a soccer fan, bro. real quick, as a soccer fan, son. Once you get out the group stage, and that knockout kicked in, that level of intensity done changed, even for you as a fan. So yeah, they'll build on this.
Hope y'all watching this. I'm hosting. I can't get no turn. You know what I mean? But
it's your team, yo. You just let us talk and then hold the floor.
You know I couldn't do that. But whatchamacallit? I'm glad y'all engaged. So what I'll say is, because I was a person at first that was like, I don't know about this. But that shit did have me watching it. I was hyped to see it. I mean, it could help that Prize Picks was there. So Prize Picks, links in the bio if you want to go ahead and get your Prize Picks on, you know what I mean? Use my code, we good.
We need,
you know what I mean?
It's cost sponsor the show. That's what they need to
do. There you go. Tell a friend. But no, but seriously, I was more hyped. I do like the way that I guess we'll talk about this in a second. I do like the way the courts changed and they look. Some were finer than the others, but I still like that. I like some of the jersey switches; those were cool. Especially if you play 2K, that's cool because that's in the game now too. So that's fire. Like LeBron said, many people will win again, but they won't be the first because we the first.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a big thing y'all need to remember. If you're not a Lakers fan, we were first. Y'all just followed after. I don't know if I would want to see 2 in-season tournaments. because I feel like that would take away from the playoffs. You know what I mean? Because just like some people did the Olympics, like Austin Reeves, you saw it took Buddy mad long to get back in Laker form because I guess he was tired, but he was wore out. And obviously, we can see with the in-season tournament that it does kick up to the next level. They was getting amped for it. You know what I'm saying? Some people was giving it their all, especially people, which is another reason why it's good, because it put me on the players I didn't even know about. Like Buddy and I may be dumb, but Buddy in Indiana, Tyrese, my man right there, I didn't really know about.
You didn't know Halliburton, bro?
No, I didn't know about him. I mean, I'm not really checking for Pacer games, but
I ain't
Get to
gonna
know.
lie, that man. Hey, as on Prize Picks, they might be looking at the numbers a little bit more now, but that man, every stat over points, assists, rebound, he do that, he steal, block.
it was fine.
The man's a wagon.
So I'm all for it. I don't know about, like I said, but I don't know about having two. I feel like that takes away from it. I like it kind of in the beginning of the season because some people, when the season starts, they don't really care. Like, oh, whatever. We'll wait till it gets close to playoffs when people really start playing to get to the playoffs. So I like it kind of in the beginning because then we get hyped for it. But yeah, that's what I got to say about that. Yeah.
I think I'll co-sign what you said. We might not need two because I think Kenny can attest this too. They kind of ramp it up after the All-Star break because they know it's the playoff push or nothing. But where you could pitch the idea of a second one is there's the teams that's losing after the All-Star break and ain't gonna win nothing, and then you get that poor play towards the end of the season. So there's something there to like keep the intensity going throughout the course of the season instead of dudes loafing it. But shout out to that again, that just atmosphere, because you saw the Pacers get up for Boston. I get up for these big games and say, yo, we here. And I don't think that from Halliburton, he don't feel like the season's over. And Rick Carlisle ain't gonna let them feel that way neither. That dude, he almost won in Dallas. He won in Detroit. Well, he almost won in Detroit, won in Dallas. Somebody won in Detroit with his team, but I ain't gonna get into that. Rick Carlisle know his way around this thing right here. He's gonna get them amped up based on this success, pushing towards the playoffs. Because this is a one and done situation in terms of a knockout situation. Can you carry this energy over the course of 4 games to get 4 wins in the playoffs? That's the next thing. And I saw D'Lo talk about that. After winning, D'Angelo Russell, who played really well during this, really ratcheted up his intensity. Can somebody catch fire and hold on to this feeling so when they get to the playoffs, they're like, yo, I know how to turn it up. I know what's expected of me. Can the Lakers threaten maybe Denver in the playoffs if they get there and they're all healthy?
We can if we get the last game of AD.
Man, AD's like that, man.
High right now, but I think it's a health issue, and we won't hear about this until the 30 for 30.
Talk about health issues.
No, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but I'm finna say this anyway, because I mean, what y'all finna do? So AD grew like 1.5 feet, like when he was like damn near an adult. Like that's not normal. His body don't know what's going on. It's like it's in flux. Like I mean, he's a little older now, so maybe it's finally coming up. But you got like you an athlete. You putting your body through rigor, and then you're growing strangely. You're probably changing your diet, trying to get, especially. And the more you get injured, the more you're trying to get right. The more you're tweaking stuff, and then again, you might be thinking you're fixing something, but if you don't really know what's wrong, and you tweaking this, tweaking that, you didn't know what was helping you, what was hurting you over time. And I mean, you might just take time to settle. Like some people just like I tell them, like especially girls, this: don't ever try to get your high school body back because you wasn't an adult. Like your body wasn't done. Like
word.
Stop it. Like, that shit not happening. Like, you try to get back in shape. But high school weight, I don't care if you 22, that's a bad goal because you wasn't an adult. Your body wasn't done. So I think the same thing for him. He had that growth spurt a little late. So, I mean, again, science is not exact. Maybe he was growing because he was still growing. So, in the league, in college, still playing the way he was playing, maybe that's got an effect, and we finally see that slowing
stop
down.
Growing until like their 20s. Men don't stop growing, is what the doctors say.
And,
so
and that clearly shows for him.
Your homeboy grew 1.5 feet or something like that in high school. Early high school, he wasn't even a junior yet. And he goes from being a point guard to a power forward.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say he went from a guard to a forward in 1 year. Playing ball.
Yeah, I feel like remember David Boston, and he put on all that weight and all that muscle, and then the knees started breaking down. I feel like the soft tissue injuries, which is what he's always susceptible to, that has something to do with it. Once again, we said it first. Penny and Rook on the cast, yo. 30 for 30, when that shit come out and they talking about AD and all that shit, we said it.
No, let's go where we said it first, because you guys was getting hype about it. I told you your man Zion was bust. But Rook was getting...
He's not
his problem.
He's not a bust.
The word bust is the problem.
Rook was getting super hype. He saw a couple pictures. Man had some sweat on. It's like he worked out a little bit. His biceps was a little pumped.
I never did nothing of the sort.
And Rook was like, "Oh, my man's is back. He good. He hit." No,
never did nothing of the sort.
No, he's not.
We literally said it was just too soon to label him as a bust. That's simply what was stated.
Listen,
especially with what he's done statistically when on the floor. He had a bad game in that semifinal. He looked terribly out of shape. But when that man is running, and he's yet to get injured, so there is some hope. When that man is running, he's completely unstoppable, and he proved it. That's why they got to the semifinals. Dude, we have a lot of problems in America, don't we? One of them is obesity. One of them is people have this order where they're like, yo, I just eat to feel better, or I just eat because I like to eat. If you don't look like me, and I'm sorry, I struggle to put on weight, but I can eat more than everybody in this chat room right now. If you're not like that, then you got to kind of respond to your body and check your diet. And we got to get him there at some point. He got a problem. He needs some help.
Yeah, to piggyback off what Rook is saying. So Chuck and Shaq both said it. Two athletes who struggled with weight themselves. They say it all the time, especially. I mean, I can't even say especially. They literally both did at different times. And again, Chuck said, I think it was Chuck who said it. He's like, there was times where he thought he was working hard because it felt like he was working hard because you're bigger, and it felt like you were working hard, and you really wasn't working hard enough when it comes to like losing weight, especially. And again, we talking about a dude again. I don't know why high school coming up so much. And we're talking about a dude who played defensive tackle. Like this guy could be a 3 technique in the NFL. Like we talk about a nose tackle, my guy. Like what?
Aaron Donald, bro,
jumping all that stuff. Exactly, bro. This is Aaron Donald leaping off the ground. That's so again. When you're going from those type of physical, and again, I think he was a multi-sport athlete. I think if you compare him to like an Anthony Edwards. Now you look at the frame difference. Anthony Edwards said he could still do any sport. Yeah, I don't. If Zion told me right now he think he could swing a baseball bat, I would not believe him. Even if he was one of the best ball players, I really would, because there's a thing about again aging and how you taking care of your body too. As you age, the things you could do before you're not gonna get away with. That's just straight up. And again, you might think you knew what size you was gonna be. I'll give you an example. Miguel Cabrera, he was a baseball player. He played for the Marlins and the Tigers, back-to-back MVP. If you look at him when he played down here for the Marlins, skinny dude. I seen him like last week in the gym, first year out of retirement. He's looking like he's still pretty good shape. When you compare that dude to when he was 21, and that's an adult as far as we're concerned, he can eat that dude. He's way bigger, and this is post the steroid era. We're not talking about like, oh, he did de-juicing. No, he's just way bigger because you think you know how big you're gonna be until you that big. It's just that simple. You can look at your parents, your family members. I eat it. No, until people are affected differently. Until it happens to you, until you put your body through the rigor, you checking your diet and your exercise specifically for you, bro. I remember Brandon Marshall said not too long ago. It was a while ago. I think it was after he left the Dolphins. He went and saw a dietitian. He found out he was like allergic to like lettuce or something. It made him bloated. It made lettuce, which is again something they put in salad, made him heavier. Which is something you don't know because that don't happen to everyone. That was literally his reaction.
And that's what I was talking about. They was like, oh, these guys are doing the same things that LeBron's doing. I said, no, they're not.
Nobody's doing that. What man putting a million in his body.
Cristiano Ronaldo. These guys are doing, like you said, they see a dietitian. They learn the deep dive of their body for any physical condition. Y'all ain't doing that.
No.
See, Chance.
Zion can't do what LeBron and Cristiano do yet, though. He ain't got that kind of money. Them boys got the crowd at the crib. He can't spend $1 million on his body. He gonna be broke, but he can be spending a little bit more time.
Exactly.
That's a different check. That's a different. Word. He's in a different tax bracket.
Them boys are Batman.
Stephen A. said that he's impressed with LeBron's energy at this time in his career, but he is unimpressed with the rest of the league because these kids half his age, not putting the time in, not putting the work in, not taking care of their bodies. Why the 39-year-old on 21 seasons worth of legs look fresher than all of y'all?
I mean, it's facts. We said about AD. When LeBron was the only one that was going off, like, how LeBron is outshining AD? Don't make no sense.
Oh, no, we just gave you the tea on that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So
go ahead.
Before we move on, real quick, to speak on that. So people, I don't know who mentioned this. I did think I heard it briefly on Bomani things again too. We talked about earlier. I do think I forgot who it was. It might have been JJ Redick, one of these former NBA players. They said the league has a problem, and I want to know y'all take on it. Do y'all think so? We thought, because when we look at post LeBron, we have a couple people we look at. You got Zion and you got Ja. Those are supposed to be.
Oh, I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah, because Giannis not American, Wemby not American. So it's supposed to be a North American sport. Yes, NBA is global now, but they can't be the face of the NBA, so to speak, because they're not American. I'm not actually gatekeeping. I'm saying it how the way it was stated. Don't flip that up and say it was me, and this is how I get famous. So, okay, look. So you got Ja Morant, you got Zion. Ja got his problems, which I mean to me, I'm going to tell them myself. Ain't no problems, but hey, image issues, blah 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 blah. They squad it. And you got Zion, who are literally a different kind of image issue. So LeBron 39, he's supposed to be waiting for Bronny. Bronny just had his USC debut, and you know how one and done goes. So that means after this year, we got maybe LeBron 1 year, depending if he want to play with Bryce 2. Let's say LeBron about here in the next 3 years. And we don't want to say it's Wemby or is Chet Holmgren.
Are we asking
the face of the NBA? Is that what we doing? Like, who do we got?
This is what I think before Rook says it, because I know we're going to say somebody. Depending on how the issue goes with Ja, because I think Ja can redeem himself. You know what I'm saying? As long as he get it right.
8 days, 4 games. By the way,
if he come back and he stays like the way he's supposed to be, I feel like he can regain that because the way he balls is fucking crazy. Like he's just a freak. But I would say, damn, I did watch Tyrese play recently. He was kind of going he was kind of balling. So, but I would probably say I kind of go towards Ant.
Okay.
There you go.
I fuck with Ant. Ant is crazy. So I'll probably go. I would say that's probably the class. Ant, Ja, Tyrese, and then Maxey.
No.
Maxey,
I like Tyrese Maxey, but
Maxey's an underdog.
He got yeah, that's what I'm saying. He got work to do because he got to do what Halliburton did. Halliburton built himself to this stage. Maxey has the opportunity this season to build himself to that stage. So next season, we talking about him like we talking about Tyrese right now.
Yeah, especially with Harden.
Which they're both named Tyrese.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. I think what helps them.
No, that's why I said Tyrese again.
All right, so Ant-Man was my pick, right? Because I was looking at Zion's issues and I laughed, between the bloating shit and what he got going on the side. Like,
I ain't want to bring up the female shit.
Word. You fix that and you play 60 games this season. Everybody's going to be like, wow. Ja too. Ja, fix the people around you. And I'm sorry, for some people, it might even be your immediate family. At me on that because they know what I'm talking about. No one should be calling you to beat up 16-year-olds in Foot Locker, especially people so close to you. They should know better. So you fix this energy around you in your circle. That is the only issue that you have. It's not an issue that's unfixable. You should be the face of the NBA. The face of the NBA should be an American. I'm sorry, but the Greek freak represents Greece. Okay, no kid growing up in this country when they get older and realize what's going on is gonna be like, yo, wait, why are we idolizing the person that is not from here so heavily?
No, I ain't gonna lie. I'm about to correct you. No, you don't have to grow up to know that. None of these kids can pronounce this man's name. They know he's not American. You don't even gotta grow up. Like that's that. I think that's actually part of the problem. It's not even just that not to cut you off real quick. It's not even just that they're not American. Again, I do agree that it's a North American sport. I already said that. But when you look at the two biggest names who aren't American, I mean, you want to Embiid thinking he's American, so let's not include him. I don't know which way you're gonna put that. But when you look at Chet and Wemby, I said not Chet. When you looking at Greek and Wemby, right?
And Wemby,
You can't pronounce the right exactly. The regular person ain't pronouncing that name. So that is a gatekeep by itself, like literally. So, what?
Yo, the best players are Luka, Joker, and Giannis. That's not going to flow.
European.
That's not going to do it. We always need a face. We are happy to have those faces, but we always need a face of our own, because when it's USA against whoever, we need a face. And like you said, Ant-Man tucked that on playing for Team USA this summer. He's also in better shape than some of his Team USA teammates, like Austin Reeves, who's going to get in better shape. He just got paid this year. That kid works hard as hell. He's under LeBron's, watch. Like he's gonna be in better shape next season. Yeah. He's only gonna get better. But Ant-Man really was not only in better shape, but he learned something. He's like, yo, I'm the man. He's playing like it, is he not?
I'm not gonna lie, Ant-Man was one of my choices, but I did see a lot of people was bagging on him. Actually, because the USA didn't make it. Nah, people was talking greasy about the USA this year because bro, you would think like it was the Olympics this summer, like the way people were talking. But I ain't want to get into that because we had a lot of other sports on at that time. Bro, I know somebody who playing for the Haiti FIBA team. I ain't and me. No, FIBA ain't that serious. It's just not.
Yeah,
sorry, that's not what to check at.
It may as well have been practice.
I mean, it felt like practice.
I mean, they said that Ant-Man could be related to Jordan.
We do this every couple of people. He looked just like him, son.
Jordan.
Bro, I've been hearing this about Jimmy forever.
Jordan was out there.
Yo, Jimmy too, though. All
right. So I'm adding like this. If you ever watch this, because you should, because we should be like we should be in complex, for our podcast. So, you know what I mean? We should be even if it's a low number. We'll take that, but we should be there too. So you guys are going. But I said that if you do watch this Zion, I do apologize for saying a bust, because a bust could be a very bad term. You know what I mean?
Treat a man like he Jamarcus Russell, bro. Like I know he put on some weight, but
here's a bust right here, Lord.
I was gonna say, and I was like, damn, that's really bad. But anyway, I just don't believe. That's it. I just don't believe. Like I don't believe Trevor Lawrence. I don't believe him. You know what I mean? That's all it is. I just don't believe him. He can do all this stuff to do. I don't believe. But I said Trevor Lawrence to transition on because we got breaking news. Just like I said, my man Belichick is being fired. Patriots are no longer the Patriot way. Robert Kraft has had enough. You're losing is unstoppable. Like the Panthers. My Panthers.
You do realize they won last week, right?
They lost.
Can you please do your research first?
It's not lost on it. They're done. They're done. They're out of here. But
they went into Pittsburgh. Dude.
I will say, you literally the only team in your division who can still make the playoffs. That is kind of sad. But other than that, I mean, you didn't expect me to. The thing you put in the group chat, though, I know what it said. It said that not even Patrick Mahomes could make the Panthers better, but that is false because his receivers are pretty trash anyway, and they're winning. So I think he would make the Panthers better. But we got to get into that.
But Patrick got an O-line. We ain't got no O-line.
I ain't gonna lie. I've watched one Panthers game. I can't really tell you about the state of your offensive line. I'm not.
They don't have an offensive line, bro.
I'm not even gonna make that lie.
The only thing they have comparable to the Chiefs is the defense. That's it.
That's all we got. But anywho, it's about Belichick. I say we're gonna get fired. He got fired. Let's just speculate. Will he take time off? Will he retire? Or will he end in one of the places that we talked about 2 weeks ago? Either the Chargers or somewhere else.
All right. So y'all saw, actually I shouldn't say y'all saw. College game day, he was there, Army Navy, because it was in Boston. And when I see him outside of Patriots football, you get a little bit more personality out of him. He still has his aura about him, but you get a little bit more out of him. And I think he would take a break first before going to one of these jobs, though the Chargers job would be very appealing if I'm Bill Belichick. All right, I would be strolling over to LA to SoFi Stadium, like as soon as my bags are packed. But he's leaving on his own terms here out of the Patriots, as he should, as he deserves to. best coach of all time. I don't care. That's not debatable. Look at his coaching tree as far as Nick Saban is concerned. Best college coach of all time.
Rook, we was doing no.
Ricky Nicky is the best college coach of all time.
No, that's not a problem. That's literally the only good thing on the coaching tree. I'm literally staring at the coaching tree, and it's going to be my mark against Belichick. The part of my thing is, I mean, first of all, let me get back to the first thing you said. Army Navy, that's a little different because that's special. His dad coached for Navy. He was there. And it happened to be there. But I think even if it wasn't, I mean, he might have been because there was also a bye week. I think that was picked. No, I think that was pitcher's bye week. I might be wrong. He was always going to have that opportunity. And he did show a little bit more energy than we used to, especially this season. But with a pure fact of pride, he cannot let Brian Daboll be the only person on his coaching tree with a head coaching job at the end of the season. He don't have a job next year. I refuse to believe Belichick will know that and be like, and you got to also have the added mark after this season, and maybe not just
Mike Vrabel,
but this season especially. Huh?
Or do you not want to open that wound again? Mike Vrabel.
I'm ignoring that. He don't exist. Anyways, so you got Vrabel, but you got Daboll, and you got all these other guys who were recent. You got Bill O'Brien who back with him. All these guys who keep crying back. You got Brian Flores who's not back when he was with the Vikings. You got Romeo Crennel. We know what happened there. Matt Patricia, even the Patriots had to fire him the second time. Joe Judge, that was a joke, and Josh McDaniels just got fired again. So I think when you got all these question marks about can he do it without Brady? Well, I mean, if there was a good chance to go do it, maybe Justin Herbert, like you said, that might not be a bad call out there so far.
Hey, Brady left, right?
I do think that mark's there. I don't know if Bill Noah care, but I know that mark's there because people will forever say, "Was it Belichick or Brady?" And well, Brady got one without Belichick. I mean,
it was Brady.
That's just a fact. That's just there.
Yeah,
and he's also
I'm glad you're here to talk
I'm a Dolphins fan. Don Shula. I'm sorry. Don Shula, the GOAT coach. Yeah, y'all can say I'm Homer pick whatever, most wins of all time. We had some garbage teams and he was still winning. I'm Homer pick. You can say you can have your Belichick, you can have your Andy Reid's. I'm the Don Shula every time.
Belichick coached the team. Brady, by the way, wasn't doing shit in the first set of Super Bowls other than getting the ball in field goal range for Vinatieri.
That's okay.
But hold up.
Okay. We being delusional today.
One, some coaches, a lot of coaches actually are better off coordinators than head coaches.
Oh, 100%.
And news people like to set up this whole spicy shit because they think we're a fucking reality TV show. No, it's sports. It's as real as it gets. They like to hype up names and be like, yo, he should get a head coaching job. Why? Because he's a great coordinator? That's what he is, nigga. He's a coordinator. I let him coordinate. I let Todd Bowles coordinate. Let some of these dudes just do just that.
No, 100%.
And not be a head coach. It's a lot of shit to do. It's one big ass hat to wear with a lot of responsibility. They let Bill O'Brien not only coach, coordinate, but they also let that dude run the front office in Houston. How stupid were they? Like, what told you he can do that?
Because Belichick did it. And he said, "Oh, I can do what Daddy do." That's
get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. Just like we think down at the U that any old alumni can come coach our goddamn team. I'm going through pain. I might see y'all at Yankee Stadium, but I'm going through pain. So nah. Let's just keep it 100. That's what that is. If he goes to LA, I think he has a chance to win. They have tons of talent on that team, and that coach is trash. He needs to get fired. You done fired everybody else.
Oh, he gonna be fired.
You traded away niggas. Bro, and you beat the Patriots 6-0 with the $50 million quarterback, all right, and the soon-to-be Hall of Fame wide receiver. Get the fuck up out of here.
So,
wait, can I add a Hall of Fame?
We gotta check some numbers.
Yes. His numbers.
Receiver's tough. I gotta look at
comparably through 11 years. What he's done, there's a short list of people who have done it.
He gotta get up out of there. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't never think I would say that, but he gotta get up out of there. Him, Mike Evans, they gotta get up out of there. Out of all the places, situations. Oh my goodness.
Mike Evans get out of there, but I don't know who's gonna pay him.
I mean, Mike's still balling though.
Yeah, he gonna get out, but I don't know who's gonna pay him.
Hold up. Mike, you won a Super Bowl. What am I in a rush to leave Tampa for? Isn't that where people retire anyway?
No, because they're not.
As a Floridian, I would want to live in Tampa of all places.
Son, they're not gonna resign him.
Well, if they don't, that's different.
That's what I'm
If
saying.
He
they
signed
don't,
up though.
that's
I think
different.
like
He's under contract right now, though.
Yeah, but it's re-up time.
almost. I think.
He got like a year left. I swear he might retire in Tampa soon. The person whose number is coming up next is Godwin.
Would you retire? This took me somewhere different because I was still on Belichick. But would you retire in Tampa if you're Mike, or go to a contender that wants you and is gonna give you money? Like
It better be Patrick Mahomes.
Like let's say it was the Cowboys.
That's the thing. Like there's some Cowboys. I mean,
because
I ain't finna get the ball.
He's from Texas, right?
CD balling and shit.
Because he's from Texas, right?
I mean, he went to A&M. I don't know.
I just know. Yeah, I just know what college he went to. I don't know if he's from down there.
Y'all gotta be ready when I ask these questions.
And that's down in College Station too. That's so close to Louisiana.
So the Cowboys call you. You retiring or we going?
If you're Mike Evans.
No, if you're you. Of course.
If you're Mike Evans, you're going to go play for the Cowboys.
That's what I'm saying. Because you say he's gonna retire.
No, I said he could. His body, while you still can get out of the bed, and you're in your early 30s, you got 10 plus years in the league of consistent play, 1,000-yard seasons, and you won a Super Bowl. You were very significant throughout your career. You got Hall of Fame kind of wrapped up. Maybe not first ballot, but you going. I don't see why not. Look at the guys who retired early, who didn't win, but they were at the top of their game. Dudes are starting to protect themselves now.
Yeah, it depends. This is last year's contract, actually. But he is from Texas, but I wouldn't go to. It depends what you're playing for, because I mean he already won, so you don't need to go to a contender. And CD getting all the ball, so I wouldn't. I personally, if I want to be a number one receiver somewhere, I would go to Kansas City because they need a receiver.
Bro,
and Kansas.
That's what I'm saying. He's 32. He can't be the number one.
He ain't gonna be the number one, but he's on. But you could have two.
He's 30. Wait, time out. He not 32. He turned 30 this past August. He just turned 30. Don't be aging my dog. Just turned 30. That's number one. Number two, he's a big boy receiver. I've always been a Mike Evans fan.
Yeah,
Ryan Tannehill looking good, man.
I feel
Ryan
like
Tannehill came off and played receiver and played quarterback for Mike Evans.
Why he can't be number two to CD?
Yeah. Why
he will get the ball.
Why he can't be number
CD's
two?
Getting all this volume for one reason.
Why can't
he be number two?
Why would you be a number two and be the same style of receiver?
Or a nice slot?
No, CD's gonna be in the slot. That's the perfect thing. CD's gonna be in the slot. This dude gonna be outside winning.
There you go.
You can have two top receivers because the Bengals do. All right, the Eagles do.
Well,
teams do.
But the Bengals don't act.
No, but see, they wait to see. But AJ is your possession receiver. Mike Evans is your possession receiver. But CD is your possession receiver. Yeah, he's your everything receiver right now because he's your everything. But I wouldn't want to take that away from CD.
But you're not, because Mike Evans don't play as much in the slot as CD does. Mike Evans is 6'5", by the way, gives the Cowboys a different element at receiver because they've been looking for a big body to throw to on the outside.
I think
it gives them one-on-one matchups in the red zone. It gives them things that they don't have currently. CD would love that because it takes all of that coverage away from CD Lamb. If I double team CD Lamb and leave Mike Evans on an island with my corner, hell no.
Yeah, because
they double teaming both receivers these days. Safety's gonna do shit no more.
It's gonna make it better for both of them. Because who do you guard? And the same thing, like CD, he's still balling, obviously, but I bet it's a lot harder with Cooper gone.
Yeah, I mean that's how it works.
So you got Mike Evans there
again. Cooper and CD were the same type of receiver. That was literally the problem before.
That was. But Mike Evans is not the same.
He's just bigger. He playing just like he's gonna play in the slot.
No, you can throw it up to Mike.
Nah. Mike.
You can't throw it up to CD. Come on,
you can just throw it up.
Son,
you can just throw it up.
Son, he got Baker.
You're adding one thing. You can throw it up to see. First of all, I don't want Dak throwing it up to nobody. I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't want Dak throwing no contested throws. So I don't know how y'all think to add that to the offense. That's crazy. That's insane.
What I was gonna say
is adding contested throws to the offense with that.
What I was gonna say is he got Baker looking good. He got Baker looking good. So what do you think he's gonna do with Dak?
Word, Dak can miss a little bit, and Mike can save him.
Man. All right, give Dak that Baker confidence. You see what Baker be doing sometimes? Like, pure no. I'm talking about
You
Jameis
remember
Winston
when
and Baker
J.R.
Mayfield might
Smith
be
said
cousins.
we were just
Baker
throwing the
Mayfield
ball
and
at the
Jameis
rim?
Winston are the same quarterback. You understand me?
Nah, because he doesn't have
Mentality-wise.
half the turnovers.
Up here.
He does not have a 30 for 30 thing.
Not, I mean, could have. I mean, J-Mo. Y'all watch the Saints game when they put Jameis Winston in?
Yes,
Bro,
yeah.
everything changed. The whole offense. It's like they opened up the offense. I ain't never seen nothing like that. It's just gunslinger time.
Yep.
That shit's
They're
crazy.
both gunslingers. You're right about that. I like gunslingers though. It is boom or bust, but I'll take it.
Oh, I remember Boom Bust. I used to be, I think.
Oh boy, look what you did.
You know what I mean?
Oh, man.
Brother.
We used to do a fantasy Boom and Bust. If y'all want that back, y'all let us know. But
Boy.
so I mean, we're here. So we're talking about Mike Evans. So let's just transition to another person. Justin Fields. Some of y'all was giving him slack. I said my man can ball. He been looking impressive. I'm pretty sure. I'm not gonna put my I ain't gonna put no money on it, but I'm pretty sure Chicago probably gonna part ways. Where does he go? Where does he look good? Atlanta.
Atlanta immediately.
Okay.
Holy shit. Atlanta need a quarterback so bad. I don't know who else would thought that there'd be
Kyle
a team,
Pitts, get
right?
this man number.
With Kyle Pitts,
get this man number. You need this man. This
right?
man.
Who would have a team with Kyle Pitts, Drake London, and fucking Bijan Robinson, and they look like that
in that division?
Could it be
nothing?
Could it be the second coming to Michael Vick in Atlanta?
Oh boy,
with his skill set, I don't want to call him Michael Vick, but he can put on a show.
Okay,
but
Marcus
no one's gonna be Michael Vick.
See what I did there?
I don't even call Lamar Jackson Michael Vick.
I said
down here.
I said Marcus Vick.
What?
Not Marcus.
That's what I said.
Nobody want to be that. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, Atlanta. I think Atlanta he'd be fired.
Hey man,
they make that phone call.
Since you mentioned that, hey, look. If the Bears call you to play quarterback, say no.
Yeah, word.
Dumpster fire organization.
Word. How Trubinsky look better when he left there? Everybody's better when they leave the Bears, son. That's bad, bro.
Crazy. You know what's crazy is they have tools, like because you got DJ Moore. Obviously, you stole him from Carolina. I don't know.
You got paid.
They robbed the goddamn bank.
I'm just saying, like, all right, so you got DJ Moore, Mooney's all right. You got what's his name, Cement. He's cool. Komet, he's cool. And then I like personally. I mean, I don't know, it's because he's my fantasy running back, but you know what I'm saying. I like Foreman. I think he's all right. So they got
Foreman's all right, and when the starter is good too, he's good. Who's it? Khalil Herbert.
Yeah.
When he's available, he's good too. There's weapons out there, but what Kenny's saying is there's terrible amounts of incompetence in
this team literally had, I think, 3 first-round quarterbacks. How many first-round running backs? Like they had, I forgot who was their running back like 3 years ago. He was a good running back. Then they like, well, we don't want to pay you. We'll go to the next one.
David Montgomery, who's in the same division still.
No, before David Montgomery. It was somebody right before David Montgomery, then they gave it to David Montgomery, and then they didn't want to pay him. No, all right, we're not going to pay David Montgomery, and then they literally keep going, and then so you won't pay running back. You're not keeping quarterbacks, and you're not giving them anything because Mitch Trubisky wasn't supposed to be garbage. He was not supposed to be this. Like, I don't know how the Bears did this. I want you, like,
they made him look so bad, yo.
It was, it made no sense. So again, I'm pretty sure the reason why Caleb Williams came out that statement, I think it's a BS statement, by the way. You can't go, I don't want to play here, blah, blah, blah. That's not how the game works. You go to a garbage team. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. He switched with another garbage organization. And he still kind of went to a garbage organization. So, I mean, if he decided that's what he wanted to do, that was a choice. But, I mean, he just didn't want to go to that particular organization, which, again, I guess you could do if you say, I just don't want to play for there, which, again, I'm literally telling you to do. But other than that, bro, you be like, oh, Chicago? No, thank you. Hope you play baseball or something.
I'm going back to college, son, or I'm going to XFL. I'm not going to Chicago.
Yo, two Duke questions. Two college questions. Did the boy from Duke say he coming out?
What boy from Duke?
Dude.
Quarterback. Oh, North Carolina.
No,
You mean
he's
from-
transferring.
Oh, okay. Cool. So let's get
He
that.
probably gonna be at Notre Dame,
All right, don't worry
and
about
they're gonna be mediocre again. Y'all heard me.
It's all type of movement.
All right, second quarterback question. Quarterback question. I actually we could talk about Deion too because he got a whole new O line now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're not gonna do that.
We can, but because he's a Gamecock, will Spencer land anywhere?
Rattler?
Where?
I wanted
Man.
his exact reaction, but yes, because he's
See, you know what's crazy? I know Will just said, like, I'm gonna say this right now. But unless it's the Bears calling you up, you do not stay in college if the league is an option. Like people talk about Marvin Harrison, there could be the same amount of money, and blah 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 blah. League me, please. Sir, I'm doing this to get to the league. What am I gonna do another year here for? To fuck some hoes? I can do that in the league. Like, respectfully, what am I doing here? No, bro, I don't need no extra clout. I don't need the social capital. My dad was in the league, son. What? I don't need this. I'm here to get in league me now. Marvin Harrison Jr. Let's discuss that real quick. But at the same time, if there was ever a time, the way these transfers are looking, Spencer Rattler is literally an example of do not go back to college. Get in the league right now. Because Spencer Rattler's name was hot.
Mm-hmm.
And it was too early anyway, so it's not like he could have came out if he wanted to, because again, there's rules in place. He was a sophomore.
But he fizzled out at Oklahoma, bro.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Lost
100%.
his job
I'm not saying
Caleb Williams. Went to South
That's
Carolina and did
correct.
nothing.
But this all this transfer stuff. People think, oh, the transfer's gonna fix it. Sir, let me tell you somebody. I've had a couple of transfer quarterbacks in my time down there at the UM. It's not working. It's not working. Hunter Van Dyke, I see you going to Wisconsin. I wish you the best. The only way it works is you got the 2-year transfers. You got your Baker Mayfields, and those work, and those were allowed in the old rules. So if we do it the old way, you got to still grow. Again, Mr. Rattler name was hot. He thought, okay, well, I'm cooling down. Let me go just transfer. No. Sometimes you got to. There's the Jalen Hurts route. His job got taken, and there was nothing he could do about it. So he went and did something about it. But then there's I'm just gonna leave. No, sometimes you got to fight for your job. How many quarterbacks play for Alabama this year? How many quarterbacks play for UM this year? How many play for? Well, not Ohio. Most of the schools in the top 4, they're not switching. But at the end of the day, you got to fight for your job sometimes. Sometimes you gonna have to fight.
Hey, tell that
fighting might make you better.
Tell that shit to Kyle McCord. He ended the season Ohio State starting quarterback. Must have heard something. It was like, yo, I'm out.
Yeah, he gone.
That offense ain't look good this year, though. So I know they was like, yo, it's an open quarterback conversation in the offseason. Cool, I'm out. I'm out. I'm not that good.
In your professional opinion, he undrafted?
Hell yeah, Spencer Rattler should be. Yo, I wouldn't use a draft pick on him unless it's a late draft pick. 6th, 7th round picks, they usually don't. They get cut a lot. But you can take a flyer out.
Respectfully,
they got that D2 kid. Shit.
Respectfully, I played 1 year in high school. I ain't shit, but respectfully, Spencer Rattler is not living in the NFL roster. Maybe XFL, USFL, but NFL roster, I can't think of a team right now that needs him. So, then again, hey, I saw UM's last 3 quarterbacks make it to the league, so, and they all garbage.
Well,
you saw who?
Stephen Morris made it to the Lions. He ain't played shit, but he made it to the league.
He was a practice
on an NFL roster.
He was on an
NFL roster. That's all I'm saying.
Well, check it out. You can tell this episode's done. So since we done, make sure you like, share, subscribe to all that good stuff. We're gonna be back next week. If y'all want us to be back,
you can tell Chance hungry. You trying to get up out of there.
Word. If y'all want us back,
word. You trying to eat out here.
If y'all want us back twice a week, then y'all gotta show up. Damn, I should this. There you go. And just show up.
Yeah, you talking from the shadows, nigga.
Like, share, subscribe, all that. Foot Clan. And make sure you do all that, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm gonna end it with Joe Flacco. You doing this, anybody?
Let's remember he's 38 and like 1,000,000 in Cleveland. Okay, he's 38. He's not
I'm a
LeBron.
Joe Flacco hater. I'm a Joe Flacco hater.
He's doing better.
Facts.
He's doing better than Sean Watson.
Cut through the money, designer the drip. Don't got a cap, I'm as real as it